Welcome back to the Red Crew. It's your boy Chesco. I am here with Isaiah. I am here with Luis. I am here with EC.
CE.
Hey, you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, CE. And we are back with another episode of the Red Crew. So let's get right into it. Debate.
Stupid.
What's going on with the debate?
What you got an issue with the debate? Because y'all lost?
Because
y'all
team
lost?
play is losing.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with. It's the stupid fucking questions that they're asking.
Okay, what question should we ask?
What questions should we be asking?
Yes.
Like how they're gonna take better care of the country. Like
Either
shit.
way, they're not going to answer direct.
Yeah, I know.
So
So
why
why
ask?
would you ask that question?
Because I can. Because you're supposed to.
But they did ask that question. But for
Yes,
example,
but Kamala deflected.
Oh, that's drones are flat.
What'd you say?
What did you say?
Drones are flat.
That's a good question.
it's not a bad
I'd take
question.
that one.
I don't know what this, but for example, I'm just seeing here.
What would they ask? No.
Let's come up with our own debate
I don't know what the
questions.
question was here, but Trump was mad.
The response. What's
Yeah.
the response?
Here's the response. So Trump said that he will speak one-on-one to all the guys.
What guys?
Just the guys in general? Like,
That's literally what he said. I'll speak to all the guys. I'll speak to one. I'll speak to the other. I don't know who those guys are. And he said the war, Ukraine Russia would never happen. Oh, here's a question: do you want Ukraine to win the war in Russia?
He deflected.
He deflected.
Yeah.
Here's the answer. He's like, here's what I'll do. I'll speak to one. I'll speak to the other.
He
And
didn't-
if I was in office, that war would have never happened. But here's the controversy part. Apparently, he said, after, quote unquote, well, I don't know exactly what he said, but he said after he left office, he met with Putin. And he said, after I left office, because our country went to hell, he went and he saw Putin. Apparently, you can't go see Putin. Can you be friends with Putin?
Why not?
you'd be friends with the
Kamala did say that-
North Korean
He's
president.
friends with Putin too?
No, Kamala
Oh.
did say. Kamala did say that dictators want Trump to win, trying to point out that he's a dictator.
I always thought it was cool when you say, "Hey, he's a dictator," but take the tater out.
He said that.
No,
But there's been some stupid shit about cats and.
okay. I'm sorry. Okay,
What's going with
does
cats?
anybody know what's going on here?
It's all posted now about cats.
But
What happened with cats?
someone just posted on Facebook, and one of my friends, and she was like, "Yeah, I had the video saved, and when I went to go back to watch it, it was deleted, and it was about someone eating cats."
Okay, look, this
Eating
is.
cats.
I want to point this out, and I'm normally not serious on this podcast, but I'm gonna say this. Look, if you're into politics, be into politics. No problem. No problem. I'm not into politics. But
What's this have to do with cats, though?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Because this cat thing is becoming a political issue. They talked about it on the debate,
I know.
so it becomes a political issue. And the reason it's being a political issue is because they're saying Haitian immigrants are going around eating cats and dogs and people's pets. I don't know in what state it was, but
I don't know how true that is. Stupid.
exactly. Here's my point, and here's the only thing I want to get to. Look, if you're into politics, be into politics. No issue.
Right.
My thing is, don't get your news from Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, what else? MySpace? I don't know. Reddit. Like, don't get your news from because people say, "Hey, look at this video. They're going out there eating cats and dogs." I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying because one or two people do it, that don't mean that a whole bunch of Haitian refugees are doing it. Okay, so. And that's where I think I'm with my boy Trump, but he made that mistake in
But
this debate.
apparently,
What do you say?
He said that they're going around eating people's pets and cats
Oh,
and
he
dogs,
said that.
and they're fact checking
yeah.
and the moderator's
it.
like, "There's no evidence of that," and he's like, "Well, they are." So that's where I'm like,
But I mean, what if he's right though? What if they are
no, but
actually
there
doing
is no
that shit?
what if. You have to be right,
Yeah.
and there has to be evidence of you being right.
In
And-
that instance, he was stupid.
Exactly, and that's
Just in
what.
that one, right?
Huh?
What?
Just in that one instance.
Right now.
Look. I don't think he should have taken the debate. I think he was doing fine the way he was.
I think he was prepared for it. The
They
debate
had
against
to.
Biden, and he if he would have backed out from a debate against Kamala Harris, it would have looked weak.
Kamala didn't want to do the debate.
That's not true.
She didn't want to do the
That's
debate.
not true. She was the one pushing for it.
He was pushing for it.
That's not true.
And then she didn't want to. There was a whole thing
No,
where they went
for
back
She was
and.
pushing for open mics.
What do you
And
need?
everybody can get on stage. Open mic.
What do you need an open mic for a debate for, though?
So you could cut the other person off.
Yeah,
I just answered your
That
question.
makes-
Please don't get mad at me.
that makes for good fucking publicity, but you don't need it if you're trying to have an actual debate.
But it's to expose how childish Trump was. Is.
Kamala is too.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue.
We're gonna skip that.
Is she childish? Hey, why not? If she's childish, let's call it out. We gotta be. We can't. Huh?
Is she?
I
don't
haven't
know.
watched the debate, so I don't know what's going on. I
don't
can't
know.
even speak
Well,
on it.
That's one of the ones I saw. He called her out on her. He said that he's gonna send her a MAGA hat.
Where are you getting your news from?
Twitter.
As he says, not to get it from
Yeah,
TikTok and shit.
No, but they're showing the videos. I'm looking at the videos. I'm not looking at a guy eating a cat. So he said that he's gonna send her a MAGA hat because she's copying him, and I agree with him on that.
Why? Because she's. What is she? What's her?
She is
tagline?
copying.
Huh?
What's her tagline?
I don't know.
So what did you call? What did
She's
she copy?
copying and pasting a lot of.
There you go. Look, talk to the correspondent.
It's-
over there.
Okay, so what did Facebook say?
That's not Facebook.
Oh, sorry, Twitter.
No, it's if you've ever watched what she says and what they basically, she's basically running as him, but for the Democratic Party.
If he's black.
Yeah,
So
she's not even black, but we're not even. Gonna get
She
into
is
that.
definitely black. Stop saying that.
She's not black.
What do you mean she's not black?
Get the fuck out of here! Change the fucking.
is
subject.
Chesko black?
No,
No, well, I'm not.
Well,
she's not either.
I was wondering what he would say.
She's not either.
So what is she?
I don't know what she is, but she's not black.
She's
How do you know what she is, but you don't know? How do you know what she isn't, but you do know what she is? Actually, the other way. Not even the other way around. How do you not know?
She's not black. People just think she's black, and they're naive to even fucking think.
Isn't her mom African American?
What makes somebody black?
Yes.
Not having this conversation. Because y'all are just gonna argue about everything.
Well, that's what this
And I
podcast
don't
is
know.
for.
I don't know what's going on in the debate, so I can't even speak on it.
All I know is her mom is African American, which makes her black. Like,
One was Indian.
Oh,
Or was that her dad?
yeah.
her dad's Indian,
Oh, her dad's Indian.
right?
But she's
Let me ask you a question. Can a person be two things at the same time?
Yeah.
Absolutely, you can.
Multitask.
It's
Oh.
called half and half.
I agree. I was
I'm
wondering.
fully white, so
That's you.
all of us have
That's
to-
you. Like if you had a black father, you would be half black. If you had a half.
But she is running her campaign like she's, she's fucking changed her etiquette. Like she goes to these black rallies, and she
wrong
changes
with
how
that?
she talks.
Okay, no, but look, that's two different conversations.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is because if she changes her talk, her style of
But
talking,
that would make it fucking unprofessional.
Yes, it does. That you're right.
Wait. We cannot.
No, he's right.
Professionability though. Is that what we're comparing?
I will question her credibility.
Look,
No,
you could call her.
professional, baby.
Look, you could call her unprofessional. You could call her uncredible. You could call her chameleon. You could call her fake. You could call her everything.
She's basically copy and pasting. So basically, something he said, and then right after he said it, she went and said it.
So two people can't be right.
Can you get closer to the mic?
Not in politics.
So only one person can be
Not in politics.
Well, we're screwed.
What? What did he say?
He
Two
said
people
only.
can't be right in
Yeah.
politics.
My
That's
question
not
is,
how it
can't-
works, unfortunately.
Why not? Can two people have a
Did they say
rational?
the same thing?
If they're running against each other,
Yes.
someone's still got to be wrong. because
Why?
they lose.
What if they're
What
saying
if
the
they
same
agree?
thing?
Yeah.
They haven't agreed on nothing.
No, but
They have not agreed on anything.
there are things that parties agree on.
Yeah, they don't.
Candidates do not agree with each other when they're going up against each
Well,
other.
they don't
They
agree on most
can,
things.
yeah.
But they do agree
Either
on
way,
things.
she's copy and pasting.
Okay, that's fine. Now that
That's
does
all I'm
not
saying.
mean she's not black. That, like I said, you could call her unprofessional, fake, and everything. It just can't be that she's not black. She's definitely black.
The thing is, she's using it.
It's cool, and that's what I said. And I told you this weeks ago.
She's
and
unprofessional as fuck.
And
I don't want to. I don't want.
You don't want a
be-
president who's unprofessional, right?
Yeah.
the irony.
That's what I'm getting at. Let me ask, do you think Trump is professional?
I didn't. What I'm saying is,
She's
Wait.
a professional.
Trump doesn't change his voice when he's around certain people.
So you saying he's real? He's authentic?
Yeah.
And she's not.
exactly. She's not.
Okay. So it has nothing to do with professionality.
That makes you unprofessional if you can't be authentic.
No, but also
I
like
disagree.
rhetoric. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care.
They go
What I'm
hand in
saying is-
hand.
Well, being
I disagree.
authentic and professional?
Yeah.
No, it's actually the opposite.
No.
You can fake being professional.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. I
And
do it all the
usually
time.
you can
Yes,
tell
you can.
when people are unprofessional.
Look, I'll tell you this. For example, Jared from Subway. That's not a good
How does
example.
that even fucking...
He was the face of Subway for how many years?
Yes, but then he became a pedophile.
He didn't-
He
But-
was a pedophile.
That's my point. He
That-
faked.
you know what I fucking
He
mean.
faked being the wholesome Subway guy for years.
Or the Papa John's guy.
The Papa John's guy.
They were professional.
They were professional, and they faked it for years, and we couldn't tell.
Or they were professional and then became unprofessional. It happens.
No, because for example,
I mean, you said it yourself. He was.
there was a track record of him being a pedophile with those kids while he was being a
Yeah.
Subway guy. So he was faking it. There was track records of the Papa John guy being a racist while he was being professional. So it's like Donald Sterling from the Clippers. Like he owned a freaking basketball team for decades. Being professional, rubbing shoulders with multi-billionaires, and we didn't know, or you know what I mean? They're like,
Or
you can
we
fake
knew. Or we knew and decided to ignore it.
it. Okay, that's what I
Well,
mean. You can
that's
fake
not
it.
the
Is the
situation,
point?
yeah.
Yeah, you can fake it. Is the point. What I'm saying is that you can definitely fake it. And look, I'm not gonna put my hands in the fire for Kamala Harris. Hell no, I'm not saying she's real. But anyways, I kind of agree with you that she's fake. Now, I haven't met a real politician in my life, or I've never seen one. I don't know if you have. Like, I don't believe.
Do you think Trump is authentic?
Hell no. I'll tell you this. He is the most authentic, though.
I agree. I agree with that.
I'll say this. He is the most authentic.
He says what's on his mind.
Yeah, but when he comes and tells me that that the Martin Luther King march had what?
Hey, he says what's on his mind. I didn't say what's on his mind is right.
But again, the word was
Exactly.
authentic. Authentic.
And that's why I say I agree with that.
No, he definitely says what was in his mind. Now, I've never disputed that.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think a leader of any country should be on Twitter?
I don't think it matters.
No.
Look, the preferable answer would be no.
Okay, exactly.
Now, they're all on Twitter, so I don't know. There would be
That's not what I'm saying. Okay, Trump, and this is something I don't agree with when it comes to Trump, is when he gets on his Twitter account, whether he's controlling it or somebody else is or whatever,
Okay,
and he's saying all this shit, like, you know,
got it, yeah.
No, but I
that's unprofessional as a president.
and I disagree with that because I think you have to change with the times. And right now, the times is
He's the only one that's done it. Obama didn't do it.
Well,
He has a Twitter.
No, he wasn't as... Trump was the most active Twitter
Absolutely,
president.
yeah, that's true. But again, that now we're not going because you said should have a Twitter.
No, I said... I didn't say
Or should be
should.
on Twitter.
Like, you know...
It should live on Twitter is what you were trying to say?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, then at that point, then we're saying...
And that's what Trump did. He was always on fucking Twitter bashing somebody or...
I understand why, though. Because he wanted to control his own narrative.
Yeah, he used it as a weapon
And
for
he
his
still
benefit.
does. He still
Yeah,
does.
now, the thing is that, look, the worst thing you can say, it don't matter who you are. You can be the nicest person in the world.
Yeah.
If you talk too much, we can take words and split them and put them together
Out of
and make you
context.
look.
The media does it all the fucking time.
And that's what I mean. And Trump doesn't shut up. Okay, so you've competed your whole life, right?
Yeah.
Tell me if I'm wrong with this. The way to be another good competitor is to respect them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You respect them, you know them, and then you attack them. But you understand that they are a formidable foe, and you have to prepare and like even build them up instead of break them down.
Over prepare and
Over
hold them to a
prepare
higher
and
standard.
hold them to a higher standard so you can supersede that. And I think that if we're gonna, the last thing you could do is say they do this and they do this and they're cheating and they're copy and pasting and she's not this and she's like you.
Well,
And
he's not some of the things that he says he is either.
that's what I mean. But he should do more of it. What I mean, he should. I would lean into the assassination attempt. I would become the.
He did
No,
in a
but
debate.
but I would do it more. Is what I mean. I would use it as a tool. I would try to become I would try to become a somewhat sympathetic figure.
Yeah. And I
which
don't
he has
disagree with you.
never done in his entire life. And that's a mistake, I think, and nothing more than being strategic. Because what is Kamala Harris doing right now? She is pandering for sure, without a doubt. And pandering is the definition of being fake.
Yeah.
Now, it's a tool that she's using. And let's not say that Mr. Donald Trump didn't pander to a certain
Certain community.
the poor and disenfranchised community that I don't know what the hell they're gonna benefit from him, but he definitely pandered to them as he should. I'm not like it's a tool.
Yeah.
You gotta use it.
Within war, you sold tools.
Yeah,
Your
but what you
company.
can't do is say, "Hey, they're
But where I disagree with you is the fact that they don't respect each other, and they show that.
they don't like each other.
They don't respect each other
They
either.
have to respect each other, or else you're in trouble." It look, it's nonsense.
I'm
to-
not saying it's
Why,
you're supposed
why
to respect.
wouldn't he respect her? Like, why would
They don't respect each other.
Why wouldn't you in the
They're political opponents. They should not be enemies.
They
They
are.
don't have to agree, but they should still respect each other.
No, my point is,
I don't think they do.
I
Just the
think
way
it's-
they talk to each other.
Should and do they?
I think it's nonsense not to respect. They're both.
And I agree with you.
They're very accomplished people.
I agree with you.
How did you not respect a very accomplished person?
I really think, and the way they talk to each other, they don't.
But that's my point. Then it's a bad
That's
strategy.
their mistake.
It's a bad
Both of them.
strategy. So it's like you have to respect. You have to respect them. It's like you don't have to like them.
Exactly.
But if you don't respect accomplished people, everybody who becomes a presidential nominee is an incredibly accomplished person. Everybody. You don't become a presidential nominee without being incredibly accomplished.
Yeah, you have to.
The only one is Kanye West, and he was incredibly accomplished. Like the worst presidential nominee ever was Kanye West. Incredibly accomplished in music, but incredibly accomplished nonetheless. Like, I'll never forget. This is off topic a little bit. I'll never forget. I saw an interview from Kanye West. He was like,
Yeah, I don't really care for him either.
he came out with the Yeezy when Yeezy stuff was like coming out, and he wanted a deal where then he compared himself to Ralph Lauren. If Ralph Lauren wanted this, they would give him this budget.
Yeah.
And when I come out, they don't give me this budget. How come they give Ralph Lauren this budget? And the only thing I could think of was if Ralph Lauren came out with an album tomorrow, who would go listen to that album?
Nobody.
Would you go buy a Ralph Lauren album, a rap album?
No.
Now, if Kanye West came out with a rap album, would you go listen? It's the same thing. He's like, you can't just decide.
It's not just that. I mean, Ralph Lauren, it's its own brand.
He's got
Kanye West in
sunglasses.
music, though.
He's got clothes.
Yeah, but Adidas is not. Adidas is the brand, not Yeezys.
No, but Yeezy's a brand. Yeezy's a brand for sure.
Was that what we call it? Would you call it a brand, or would you call it an offset of a brand? What are the
It's-
Jordans? Brands?
Yeah, Jordans are a brand. Everything's a brand. Like, for example, you can license a brand.
That's a-
You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a subsidiary.
That's what it is. It's a
Yeah,
subsidiary.
no, Yeezys are definitely a brand. It's just he's not Ralph Lauren. That's all I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
It's all about your name and who you know.
yeah. But look, y'all want me to go and find more videos? Okay, apparently.
No, I thought we were going to change the subject.
No, just for a little bit. We could get back because there's a lot of talk about this. The debate is it still going on?
Yes, that's why I don't want to have this conversation right now.
Huh?
It was on my way here.
Oh, let's do watch along. Hey, where's the remote?
But
Actually, I think it might be over. because it was only.
Oh, all of a sudden, oh no, I think it's over.
No, I think it really is. It was only supposed to go 90 minutes.
And I'll tell you this, man. Kamala Harris has bars. Like, she does have bars. She said Donald Trump was fired by 81 million people. Which is not
I
true.
still don't believe that.
What do you mean?
I do not believe that Joe Biden
Oh, I think
had.
still going on.
Hey, where's your remote?
Oh wait, no, never mind.
I do not believe
I love the
that
mood swings on this podcast.
Joe Biden had more votes than Barack Obama. I just don't. And that's what they're trying to sell us.
Well, it's possible. The population goes up.
Not with Biden.
Not with Biden.
Not with Biden.
The population didn't go up with Biden.
Well, they did. They did have people vote from the dead.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Look, people act like lying, cheating, and stealing is a bad thing. You lie, you cheat, you steal, and it's a bad thing. I'm not saying
And
it's
they
a
only.
good thing.
I think they only like prosecuted Trump because they were trying to hide it.
He should have leaned into that.
Yeah.
He should have become a political prisoner,
Yeah.
and he hasn't done that. But like,
Because it's still in
the
litigation.
problem there's a
That's-
porn star in the way, but you can figure it out, bro. Like,
There's litigation. That's why he can't.
what do you mean?
It's still in litigation.
I would go to jail if I was him. Like
He would
Young
be the
Thug's lawyer.
first.
You
He'd
saw
be-
Young Thug's lawyer?
Yeah.
Young Thug's lawyer is nobody loves Young Thug's lawyer more than anybody. Like, Young Thug's lawyer went to jail for Young Thug, and he went straight at it versus a judge, and I don't even know why. I just know that he got held in contempt,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know what that meant because the judge seemed very chilled about it, and he got sentenced to, like, what was it, 2 weeks in jail?
Yeah.
No, but it's crazy the way that his sentence is. He only does weekends.
But they postponed all that
Still gotta work.
litigation until after the election. So if he wins
So
the
Young Thug's
president,
lawyer?
no, for
Oh.
Trump. Apparently, they moved it to fit an agenda of the
He's not going
election.
to jail, though, is he?
I don't think so. He might get like probation or some shit.
I'm not gonna lie. If he goes to jail before the election, I'm voting for him.
Look, I wish
There's no doubt I'm voting for him.
that.
But if he goes to jail, I mean, you gotta start sending all these other politicians to jail too, because they've done the same shit he does on a daily. You can't
But they
say
didn't get caught. That's my point.
they have been caught. They're just trying to cover it up.
You're proving my point here.
No, I'm not.
You should lie, cheat, and steal, kids. Just don't get caught.
That's the way to
That's the way of life.
get
You
to
lie, you
school,
cheat, you steal.
college, all of it.
That's the way of life.
I had a teacher once say, first day of class, cheating is wrong. You should not do this. I don't want to see anybody do this. But I live by one rule. If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
And that's in everything, sports, anything. I mean,
So why would it stop here?
If you're getting caught, you're just bad at it.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, it's like
the crazy thing is, okay, the crazy thing about his New York case, about I guess his real estate or whatever, is that literally it's on record where all these other real estate owners have done the same thing he's done. But I think just because he's running for political office, they're
It's a tool. That's another tool. Like,
yeah.
they're going to
it
use
is-
this to their advantage. And
It is unconstitutional.
what's unconstitutional to
To
sue
y-
somebody?
no.
That's like the Constitution
use
was
the-
based just so you can sue
Do
somebody.
you not think that
I think a lot.
during an election year
Okay.
or any like election year and midterms, do you not think that the people that are running the judges, the district attorneys, they're all Democrats. There's
Yeah.
an agenda.
But it would be the same thing
And
if it were
hold on.
Republicans.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, what are you saying?
What I'm saying is they're using the Justice Department to beat the political foes, and that it's unconstitutional.
Where in the
yeah,
Constitution
he's
does it
right
say you
about
can't
that.
do that?
Well, of course, you have to be fair.
Yeah, and they're not. He's the most.
What's fair? What's
Just
not fair?
hold on. Just because he's in political office
Turn it on.
He's become it's a witch hunt. Just because they don't want him in office.
Okay, but
Which
like,
one started in the 1800s? Have you heard of Salem?
I
we're
know what
getting
Salem is.
into okay. Look,
It's a fucking
why
witch
are we
hunt.
acting like it's black and white? It's not.
But why are we acting like the Republicans wouldn't do the exact same thing
Exactly.
for opportunity?
I don't think they would.
Well, you're
They
wrong.
haven't.
Well, you're wrong.
They haven't.
Because they haven't been able to.
What have they been doing with Joe Biden and with Hunter Biden? Exactly the same thing.
But no.
So they haven't been going after Hunter Biden.
Okay, but he's been tied to other countries that are in the interest of his father.
Okay, that doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
It does not matter. The debate here is not
It's a
whether
fiction.
they're right or they're
Yeah,
wrong.
it's-
It's are they going to use it for their benefit? And I don't think it's wrong to do it either way. If
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a Republican,
I think what Republicans have been doing to Hunter Biden is perfect.
I
But
agree
he
with that.
deserves that shit.
Oh, okay, but
That's subjective. So
Do you know what Hunter Biden did besides lying on a fucking? There's the whole computer that was gotten rid
yeah,
of.
that, I knew that.
so why is it okay for us to go after Hunter Biden? Hunter Biden.
Hunter Biden
But
is not a political. He's not a
He's
political.
adjacent, though.
Yeah, he's adjacent.
That don't matter.
Oh, it matters.
There's a term called politically
It would be
exposed
different
person.
if we were going after Joe Biden.
Politically exposed persons are those who have affiliations with politicians.
It doesn't affect.
It doesn't affect Joe Biden. It absolutely
It
affects Joe
has-
Biden.
The only reason why it affected him is because they kicked him out.
Because he has a hell of a team behind him. That's why.
His whole party kicked him out of his own
I-
office.
And it had nothing to do with Hunter Biden.
Oh no, I'll tell you this: is that people act like Biden.
Then
Look,
it's not the same.
because-
If it didn't affect his
No.
his
No, it just means that
It
they
was-
didn't do it
It
well.
was an attempt.
No.
Yes, it was an attempt that didn't work. Now, it was an attempt. It's the same thing Democrats are doing with Trump, which I don't think is working either.
But here's the thing, too.
Yeah.
The Democrats did it again with the classified documents. Joe Biden had a bunch of them at his residence.
Okay.
Trump got charged. Biden did not. Biden's in office.
Then Republicans didn't do a good enough
Yes,
job.
that's my point. You're proving our point.
We're
here.
not saying the Republicans shouldn't do it. I'm just saying they should do it better.
We're not. You're proving our point here.
No. Also got to look at where it all comes with an agenda and where all of this is located.
Yes, absolutely is. We're not disagreeing with that.
Democrats
There's
run
different-
those areas.
Yes, they won the House. They won the Senate.
No, they're running the investigations. You don't think?
Yes, they are. We know that.
Who do you think is running? Who do you think is running their investigation against
But
Hunter Biden? More Democrats?
I'm talking about with Trump.
Yes, you're right. But he's giving you the opposite end of the spectrum. Where it's like, yes, of course. We're
It's not the
just-
same though,
What's the
because
difference?
they're not really going
Hunter
after
Biden.
Joe Biden. They're only going after Hunter.
Because they have nothing on Joe.
I think they do.
Okay, then they should do it better.
You think why do you think they're going after him? Because of morality?
It don't have anything to do with political. That's for sure.
So they have nothing on Joe, is what I'm saying. Or they would have gone after him. That's why.
They probably do.
Look, why do you think they went after Bill Clinton?
Completely different situation.
But that's told. But you said Republicans wouldn't do it. They did it with Bill Clinton.
Okay, but you don't think what he did was wrong? See,
No,
that's
it
where
was.
morals come in.
No, it was.
What you don't think what Donald Trump has done nothing wrong?
I think he's just because he's in his little fucking environment. If he wasn't in the environment that he's in, they wouldn't touch him.
If he wasn't, what do you mean environment?
If he wasn't,
A politician.
Absolutely.
exactly. So
No, you're
I'm
proving
sorry,
your point.
Bill Clinton did and Donald Trump do.
It's not much
The
different.
Astros and Rockets are doing tonight. Like they don't care if they're not involved in politics. They only care if you are involved in politics. And Donald Trump only started getting exposed from that stuff when he became a politician. And he had been doing it way before. And nobody cared. Like with the Monica Lewinsky stuff with Bill Clinton only mattered.
It's like so. Monica
But they were
Lewinsky is
in
to
awe.
Bill Clinton what
They were
Sandy
on
Storm
the
is
White House.
to Donald Trump.
What's the difference? It doesn't matter. It's what I mean is like you find anything. We can't compare. It's never gonna be apples to apples. But there's always gonna be something that you could go after, and you should.
So another question: what's wrong with what Bill Clinton did?
Morally, right?
But so what's wrong with what Bill Clinton did? I want to know. I think it's wrong. I want to know what you say is
Why
wrong.
do you say it's wrong?
No, I asked a question
No.
first. Yes. I asked a question first. Why do you think it's wrong?
I mean,
Well, what is
he
wrong
was
with
married
what he
to Hillary Clinton. I mean, shit. It happened in the Oval Office.
Okay, so it's that it's morally wrong and that it happened in the Oval Office.
I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand, though. With all of that, why'd they impeach him for it?
I really don't know. That's a great question. I don't know why they impeached
And I
him.
didn't know that impeachment still means you get to keep going because they impeached Trump a couple times.
You can't tell me that Trump's not the most sought after, like, person.
Oh no, he is.
Yes, but
No,
that
he is.
doesn't mean that they're wrong for seeking after him. Just like how they're seeked after many other politicians, Democratic and Republican.
I've
Oh,
only
no,
seen
no,
it.
but he's right.
Trump.
They've never followed anybody more than Trump.
Yeah.
Now,
I agree
what
with
Republicans
that.
want is sympathy. I'm sorry, you're not gonna get it.
don't.
Like it's not gonna happen. Let's break it down. What, like, if Bill Clinton was Isaiah's,
But what I don't understand
what's up,
is
Isaiah?
Just wake up.
why did they
Oh no, but look.
why did they impeach?
Okay, we know why they impeached him. What do you mean? Because he had an inappropriate
It was a witch
relationship
hunt.
with inappropriate
Not
relationship
really.
with a work.
Okay, yeah.
yeah,
So
that's
it's
why.
Fraternization. I
Yes,
get it.
okay.
Yeah, it's
that's
a witch
why.
hunt.
Now,
No.
if Bill Clinton was Isaiah, do you think he committed this moral sin?
I mean, a lot of people would.
But a lot of people have. Is what I mean. Now, what did Donald Trump do?
I mean, so far he's
He got convicted for.
they're still going on about January 6th that he had nothing to do with.
No, let's talk about the things that we do know he did because he admitted to it. It was just like the Stormy Daniels thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
but
one.
that was pre
what?
It was pre fucking politics. I don't think they should be able to use. It all
Use
starts.
illegal things that you did before.
No,
you
that's
were
not what I'm
politician.
saying.
Okay, what are you saying? 'Cause I'm trying not to judge what you're
Yeah,
saying
what are
before
you
you say
saying?
it, so I apologize.
Yeah, what are you saying?
I'm gonna let y'all simmer on that for a little bit.
On what?
Simmer on what? You didn't say nothing.
Exactly.
Okay, so from what I know, yes, it was pre-politics. I think they can still go after you for something you did pre-politics.
I didn't. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
We don't know what you said because you're not
You
saying
didn't say it.
anything.
You told us to
Exactly,
simmer on
because
it.
I'm trying to give you fucking your time to fucking think. Stormy Daniels, that shit happened like what, 15 years ago?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but yeah.
Statutes of a limitation. There's
It wasn't expired though.
almost.
But it was.
The thing is, she used it.
I'm not gonna lie. If the lawyer used that as a defense, like, yo, the statute of limitation is not expired, but it almost is.
Almost.
That's not what I'm
Okay.
saying. They,
Yeah.
it's because he was president, and that's
Of course, yeah.
to
we know
ruin
that.
him.
We're not disagreeing.
Yeah, we agree with you on that.
So I mean, that's a fucking witch hunt. All of it is.
Yeah, of course it is, but it's a tool, and we've told you they're gonna use every tool. Like they
But
say,
they're doing a pretty fucking terrible job.
I think they're doing okay. they're definitely staining him. Not gonna lie, they're definitely staining him. I think they're doing a good job.
The thing
If-
with Trump
if
is that
he
he likes
wins-
stains.
If he wins,
No, his fans like stains.
if he wins,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
it will all be for nothing.
No, but it was an attempt. It's like, again, if like say, let's just break it down to its simplest form. Like when we're playing a baseball game, basketball game, soccer game, we try a lot of things to try to win. If we lose, we lose. But we're trying to win, so you gotta do it, right? Like if you lose, you lose. But like, I look, man.
I have never seen anybody that's been sought after like Trump has.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, yeah, we're not arguing.
Nobody's
with that.
disagreeing
I think-
with
yeah,
that.
we agree
Now,
with that.
what you're saying that's unfair, and I'm saying it don't matter if it's unfair. That's what we're saying. It might be unfair, but it doesn't matter if it is. Like there's no room in fairness here.
But it may end up. I think if he does somehow win this presidency,
Trump.
yeah, if he somehow does win, and Kamala doesn't win,
I thought we were still in favor. We're not.
just listen.
Okay.
If he somehow loses this election, or wins the election, I'm sorry, there will be some legislation on you're not during election years, and you're not allowed to use the Justice Department as your way to. That there will be some kind of amendment.
That could get murky though, right? Because what if he commits a real crime?
Yeah, that is unconstitutional.
Not Donald Trump himself, just the.
But what I'm
acting
saying
president.
is, they will. Obviously, they're going to have to work out the language of it and all that stuff. But I think there will something will come out of that.
Well, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't
It didn't
think
happen
so.
with Bill Clinton.
Different
Yeah, but
and there's a
similar
lot of
situations.
people that would support it.
Like similar situations. Look, nobody cared about Hillary Clinton's emails after she stopped running. Not a person cared. As soon as he stops running, the problem with
I didn't agree with the way they released that shit either.
again, it doesn't matter if we agree or disagree.
And I'm not a Democrat, and I hated fucking Hillary
It was
Clinton.
a tool that the Republicans used, and I agree that they should have.
And the
used
Republicans didn't use it. It
It.
was
Who the hell used it? Kanye West.
it was James Comey. It was the director of the FBI. It wasn't a Democrat or a
Somebody had to
Republican.
leak it, right?
Do you?
Somebody had to push the cart.
I'm not saying I don't know who pushed the car.
I have a good
I'm just
suspicion.
saying.
I have a good suspicion of who.
Like shit, they had something for Trump that the media decided they weren't going to use.
What was this?
Something to do with the campaign trail. I don't know.
Look, I just like the debate. For example, today, and I just like when people misspeak, and I don't like that they hold that against them. For example, this moderator is a bit of a
Well, look
not
what
nice lady.
look what fucking network it's on.
ABC.
Yeah, exactly.
So, because they're fact checking people,
That-
Donald Trump said that there's still abortions going on into the 9th month of a pregnancy.
I don't fucking. That's fucking wrong too.
And then the moderator very seriously just responded, there is no state in this country where it's legal to kill a baby after it's born. Like, we didn't know that. Like, Donald Trump didn't
No,
know
I mean-
that. You can't be condescending to the president. That's rude. Because that's a condescending...
I'm not saying he don't say stupid shit.
Yeah, but the moderator has to be professional. And you,
I'm telling you,
What-
nothing's professional
What's
these days.
unprofessional about that?
you think Donald Trump doesn't know that you can't kill a baby after it's born?
Then why did he say it?
I don't think that's
I
what
think
he
he
meant.
misspoke.
Yes, he misspoke.
Okay.
Like I said, it'll be on Hulu. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna get the full spectrum of what's going on at the debate because
Look, I'm watching on Twitter. I didn't look at nothing else. I gotta watch the Columbia highlights.
I'm just saying we're talking about a debate that just happened and we don't really know the context of what was said.
Yeah, look, but that's us. Like, we don't need context. We
You are giving misinformation.
We make do no, because this is opinion based. Everything here is an op-ed. Okay, everything here we make do with what we have because we don't have a lot. Okay, so we make lemonade out of lemons.
Hey, so do we support Ukraine?
No,
Do Republicans support Ukraine?
I don't know.
So if we don't support Ukraine, that means we support Russia.
I don't support Ukraine.
So we support Russia.
I don't support either one.
So we just don't support.
How about Hawaii?
What about Hawaii?
I don't know.
What are you reading over there?
I don't know. I quit.
I'm just saying, like, in order for me to answer, I have to know what's going on. And I forgot the debate was tonight. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here right now.
Well, I like your dedication.
Yeah. I mean, you could have just not said that at all. We could have thought, hey, you know what, man? He gave up the debate for us.
I almost didn't come tonight because I got shit to do tomorrow, but I'm here.
Well, I don't know if this.
That's a dedication right there.
I don't know if this helps or
Not only were you
hurts.
here, but you're here early.
Exactly.
I don't know if this helps or hurts, but Taylor Swift is voting for Kamala Harris.
She voted for Joe Biden too.
She endorsed Kamala Harris, so I don't know if that helps or hurts anybody.
I mean,
Side note,
she's dating Mr. Pfizer. You don't think that's a thing?
She dated who?
She's
I didn't
dating.
know that he was not called Mr. Pfizer.
He's yeah. They call him Mr. Pfizer now because of the
Who's Mr. Pfizer?
Travis Kelsey.
Kelsey.
Why? What happened there?
Something about the COVID chat.
I know he signed like
The hell? Pfizer's giving endorsement deals?
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
signed like 20 million.
And what?
Dang.
Yeah.
To endorse what?
The
COVID
Pfizer,
chats?
And it's like you get like the vaccine with 2 doses.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll promote. Hey,
Hey, they're still giving the
Yeah.
COVID vaccine?
hey,
Like
Yeah,
a flu.
last year.
Like a
Last
flu
year.
vaccine.
Oh, last season?
hey, COVID 27 right here. Look, we'll give you.
Hey. They're giving it like a flu vaccine.
The COVID vaccine?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Every time I go to the VA, I have to. They ask me if I want it.
What's wrong with the COVID vaccine?
I think just the one that he promoted. There's 2 doses. How do you know which
Yeah.
one works?
Yeah.
Well, the second one, though.
Mr. Pfizer.
I like that plan. Take a slight serious turn here. Slight serious. We're not gonna talk about conspiracy theories or who did it or who didn't do it. None of that. Just 9/11 is tomorrow, and the day we're recording this. So the day this came out, what, 2 days ago, something like that.
Yeah, that's something.
Oh no, like a week ago.
Yeah, maybe a week ago.
So what you call it? We're all gonna go and see if we remember what that day was like for us. Since you weren't born, what do you think that day would have been for you? Okay, how do you okay. Since you weren't born, can you just see if you, how do you think that day went for us,
Yeah.
and see if you hit it in the nail anyhow?
Assuming you were at school.
Yes.
Elementary.
You were in elementary?
Yeah.
Maybe that year.
Put the mic up to your face.
Well, from what my parents told me was that
Yeah, we're good.
good. From
No,
what
you
my
have
parents
put-
told me, but I could be wrong because I have a bad memory. That like the phone stopped working
Yeah.
or something.
That's true.
Really?
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, where were your parents living? Here?
Yeah, they were living here.
A lot of phones went out that day.
Really?
That,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember like my mom said that. Not that she was worried, but that she couldn't like get a hold of my dad, or my dad couldn't get a hold of her.
Oh, okay.
I assume you're at school.
Well, that was. I'm assuming is because everybody's using the same the phone. The
Yeah.
Signals. So you remember back in the day when everybody was using the phone at the same time, like the signal wasn't very good for you, right?
But one of the main antennas for like
I didn't know that.
was on top of the tower.
Okay, I heard this post.
Please
I
don't
don't.
be
No.
sensitive.
I heard this post. So they were worried for obviously the White House, the Pentagon,
Houston
the
was on the
Statue of
list.
Liberty.
Houston was on the list.
and yeah, I heard Houston was on the list. I know Chicago because of the Sears Tower was on the
They
list.
were.
Uh,
There was a whole list. LA was even on there.
But that was my question. Like, I understand why Chicago was on the list because there's a huge platform you could go after there. Were they just worried about metropolitan cities, huge cities like Houston,
Big
LA,
skyscrapers.
Vegas?
Big skyscrapers.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna go hit a random skyscraper.
No, it was
Like,
premeditated.
no, of course. But am I saying what would they hit in Houston?
Well, what's all in Houston? Let's think
Or
about
what
this.
would your random skyscraper?
I heard that it would have been Houston because
Ship
of
channel.
its because of shipping channels, because of its relations to oil and energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if it would have been anything specifically because like the Pentagon isn't high, it's in a tall building, right? So
But my
They-
question is that I don't remember. Was NASA still activated here back then?
When
Was NASA still the control center?
they had people up in space.
Because that could have been one.
I can see that.
That could have been one.
NASA.
But NASA is not the only control center. So even if they hit NASA, they're not gonna stop communications with the International Space Station.
No, but that's a good landmark
let's
to hit
not.
in Houston.
I get you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So,
There
but
would have been shipping.
And it's a
channels.
government agency.
Yeah.
like, what would they hit in Vegas?
I don't think Vegas was on there.
Or what would they hit in LA?
There's a lot of stuff.
Coliseum, but that's a random just building. What would they hit in Miami? So it's like my question: were they just hitting political landmarks?
So I read a lot of books about it. It's my war. I mean, shit, I was involved in it. They were. Why did they hit the World Trade Center? World Trade. You
No,
know,
we get that. Yeah.
why would You're asking why they would hit Houston. It'd be the shipping channel. I don't know if Miami. I don't know if Miami was on the list. The plane that actually went down in Shanksville, Pennsylvania,
It was going to the White House, right?
was they think, and there might have been there's a documentary on Hulu. There was a fifth plane, and I mean it never got off the ground. But
Well, anyways, back to that day. So for example, I don't remember. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, it didn't hit me. If I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, I didn't understand the magnitude of it. I remember that day pretty
I don't
clearly.
think we as young kids, because I'm
y'all-
on the same page.
were y'all military kids though?
No.
I was, so it hit me a different.
That day though?
Yeah,
That makes sense.
How old were you then?
I
Like
was 9,
right?
9 or 10.
Yeah. So I remember that day. I remember vividly though.
I remember all of it.
I remember what show I watched. I remember what I ate. It's crazy. I remember that day so vivid.
Yeah.
I remember that day from where. I remember the day was beautiful. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
The day was gorgeous. It was. I remember going to school, and like I said, they told us around 11. It happened around 9:30.
9:03. 9:03.
9:03
So
in New
10:03.
York, so 8 o'clock for us.
Yeah.
They told us around 11-ish. And I remember my teacher, because coincidentally, our TV in our classroom wasn't working. So the teacher
You brought
went,
in a TV?
no. The teacher went next door. And they were showing all the kids, but they couldn't show us because we didn't have the TV. So he started describing it. And honestly, I couldn't picture it.
Right.
I couldn't picture it. He seemed stunned and he seemed shell-shocked, but I couldn't. And then I don't remember if we got in trouble or they just didn't want to let us go outside. But I remember little by little kids starting to get picked up.
Yep.
Kids starting to get picked up, and for some reason we're walking randomly in the hallway. And this has really happened. I don't remember if we were in trouble or they were just had us walking in the hallway as recess because we couldn't be outside.
Right.
And I see my uncle randomly walking down the hallway in my school because he didn't know the protocol how to pick up a kid. So he just thinks that you walk around the school until you run into a kid.
You can't do that now.
Yeah.
No.
So
Shoot you.
and I'm walking in a straight line, and I see my uncle just randomly walking to school.
Hey, you work here? You come here and tell me.
And then he didn't understand the magnitude either. He was at the time, he's my uncle, but he was probably in his young 20s.
Okay.
And he's foreign from Colombia, so he didn't understand the magnitude either. And he just comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, you want to go home?" I was like, "Yeah, of course I want to go home." And he's like, "My mom said to, your mom said to pick you up if you want to go." I was like, "All right, I'm down, let's go."
If you want to go. But if you don't want to go,
If he did,
I'll stay here.
So he took me. And they were letting everybody go, right? And again, with a random dude that was not on the call log or nothing.
That's different time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
different times. So
Hella different.
he takes me home. And I remember he went to work. So I'm alone at home.
Oh shit.
And I am watching the news. I do know that. And so I'm seeing the
Did you see all the impacts?
I see the impacts. I see them fall. By that time, they were down. I find out the news about the Pentagon, which I didn't even know what the Pentagon was.
Yeah.
And I've heard the news of the plane that fell
Yeah.
heading towards the White House. And then I remember my mom getting home and her being. I remember my birthday not being mentioned.
I was just curious.
Nobody cared.
I wasn't trying to be insensitive.
But
I was
I
just,
do remember me not caring either. Like it's like I forgot.
Oh,
You
okay.
know what I mean? It's like I forgot. Cause again, they were gonna celebrate my birthday that day.
Yeah.
Was it a Tuesday?
Tuesday, September
It was a
11th.
Tuesday, I think. See, I even remember what day it was. Like, and I remember kind of being saddish because you see the people in New York, whatever,
Yeah.
dealing with that. But I remember putting Disney Channel on. And me kind of forgetting about it. And now being like on two TVs, going in the living room, seeing my mom, because my mom never changed the news.
Yeah.
And me being in my room watching. I even remember what episode I was watching. I was watching Smart Guy. That show.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know it.
No.
Is
it Disney Channel?
It's a Disney
It's
Channel
Disney
show
Channel.
about a genius kid, and I even remember the freaking episode. Like I remember that day so vividly. And at the time, I don't think they knew who was responsible yet, or claimed to be responsible. Like I said, we're not gonna get into like the conspiracies of it. So they were kind of saying random countries, and I remember one of them being Iran being brought up.
Yeah.
I've been obsessed with soccer since I was a kid. And this happened in 2001.
Yeah.
In 1998, Iran played USA in the World Cup. And that was fresh on my mind, and I hated them. And I remember that. So I hated them, right?
Yeah.
Because they beat USA. And to me, my mind went, oh, next time we play them. Like, that was where my mind went to.
It's
Now,
so interesting with you as a kid, like what's like really important to you,
yes.
right?
It's like, and
You know, it's crazy. The day before, Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan was making a comeback to the NBA. That's what they were talking about.
oh, really?
There was not really any news during that summer.
It was in the summer. No, it was in September.
It's still considered end of summer. Because up there, schools don't go back
I
until
guess that
after
makes sense.
Labor Day.
August is like when you first start going back to school. So technically, it's still summer.
September 11th, you're deep into school.
It's not
Oh,
up there.
Yeah.
Really?
They go back to school after Labor Day.
Because I remember I didn't like my teacher already, so that must have been
You must have
at
known.
least a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Luis, how'd your day go?
I don't remember much, and part of it is the fact that I was in Colombia.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
So I was in Colombia whenever it happened, and nobody talked about it during school. Like, and nobody like had any conversation about it. But I found out it when I got home, and it was all over the news, right? So I just remember my dad was already here in the United States. My dad came here to the United States, I believe it was July or August, and he was setting things up for us here in the United States for us to come
That year?
that year. Yeah,
Wow.
it was in. So before
He was here?
yeah. So before
Oh.
September 11th, immigration and getting into customs was easy breezy.
Oh, yeah.
So he got here to the States without a problem. He flew over, and
How long was it before y'all got to come over after that?
we got here in December.
Okay.
So
Oh,
it was
so
that same
sometime.
year. Yeah, so yeah, a little bit afterwards, right? Like 3 months. And I remember that as a kid, you hear about the United States. You don't know that there's different parts of the United States or how big the
Yeah.
United States is, right?
Yeah.
So I heard that it was in New York and Washington, D.C., and I'm like, okay, that's in the United States. I picture like the middle of the United States, right? I don't know exactly what it is.
Right.
So it was my dad was in Houston, and I had an uncle that lives in Miami. So I just asked my mom, I said, is that where my dad is? And she's no. It's like, is that where my uncle is? No, they're somewhere else. And that's all I remember from that. And I kept asking, and then every time, I guess I forgot, I'm forgetful. They would say, no, that's not where your dad is, or that's not where your parents, or it's not where your uncle is. But all that to say, I remember my mom getting really worried after that, because it was supposed to be my dad got everything set up here in the United States. He got a job, he got an apartment, and we would come over soon afterwards. That didn't happen because of the way immigration was, and now it was a lot harder for us to get our
Flying.
visas, flying into the United States. Colombia is not necessarily a riskless country to come in from. So that did make it any easier. Not only that, but then when we got here,
Why isn't Colombia
I don't know because it's one of the best countries. But I remember when we flew over December 3rd into United, and we were supposed to get here December 2nd. We flew from Pereira to Bogota. In Bogota, they weren't letting us on the plane to go to the United States. So we had to stay in Bogota with my grandmother because we didn't have a specific visa stamp that we needed on our passport that had just gone into regulation because of 9/11.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we had to go through that.
There was a
through
lot
all
of
that.
stuff.
Yeah, and then on the next day we got a flight to Miami, from Miami to Houston, so we got here on December 4th.
You want to hear a funny story outside of 9/11? It happened to me. Like, I think I was 18, 19 years old. I went to Colombia, and my mom said, I came back before. My mom sent me over with like a whole suitcase of just things
Oh yeah.
that she's sending over. Not one clothes, not one sock, nothing in there of mine. So, when you're 18, 19, like, you really think you're invincible. Like,
Right.
but nothing. You don't realize things. So I'm in the airport, and inside of that suitcase, my mom said, to this day, I don't know what it is. It's some type of fruit. It comes it's like a walnut, but like a big one.
Like a fig?
Like a who?
Fig?
I don't know what that is. But like,
That's the only thing I can think of.
but I didn't know what it was. But I remember going through the check when I landed in Miami. So I go from Colombia to Miami, back here. Luckily, I had a long layover.
Yeah.
I land in Miami. I go get my thing, and I had to, you got to go through immigration. So when I'm going through immigration, my bag goes through the check, and they ask me, "What is this?" I'm like, I don't know. He's like, "Did you pack it?" And the worst thing you should say is, "No, I didn't pack it." And I'm like, "I put that in there. I don't know what that is."
That could have been
And
bad.
they're like, "All right, come in this room." I'm like, "All right." And I go in the line, and they're checking a whole bunch of bags.
At what point did it dawn on you? Because you're
Never. It landed on me years later.
Ah!
Yeah, like, honestly, never.
Stereo on his 21st birthday.
No, my mom
Ah.
told me, or my aunt. One of them
Yeah.
told me because I was telling them the story. I was like, I don't know what's going on here. It's just weird. And I go to another line. You know the check that you have, the normal check where the bag goes through there.
Oh yeah.
They have a whole bunch of rooms with those machines.
Yeah.
Like, one machine is better than the other, I guess. Cause I go to this room, they put it through the other machine, and another guy asked me, "What is this?" I don't know. Did you pack it? Nah. Alright, go in that room. I'm like, alright. And the bag goes through the machine.
Did it look any different after they showed you every time?
Huh?
Did it look any different after they showed you?
Cause it was a different person, right?
Oh.
So the different person does the same thing the other guy did. And they're like, go through the machine. And
So
they're
they
like,
didn't make you open up the bag?
yes, they open up the bag every time. They pull out
Yeah.
the bag and they're like, what is this? I'm like, hell if I know. I don't know. What is that?
What was it? What
I
did
just
it
told you, a
mean?
walnut that I don't know what it is to
Yeah,
them.
some fruit.
Yeah. So I go to another room. So I just so y'all know, the airport has a whole bunch of rooms behind that you'll never
Yeah.
get to see.
Unless you come back from Colombia.
So they put me in another room deeper and deeper and deeper. And what you call it? And again, put it through the machine. And another is like, hey, what is this? I'm like, I don't know. Did you pack it? And like, okay, go in that room. And again, I'm like, all right. Nothing's dawned on me. Yeah, like, nothing's dawned on me until this lady comes. And now all I noticed is that the lines were getting smaller and smaller. And now it's like 3 people. And all I thought, the only thing that comes to my
They
mind,
must want some.
the only thing that came to my mind, I'm like, thank God this line is shorter. And eventually this lady is like, again, puts it through a different machine this time.
Yeah.
And she's like, what is this? And again, the same, like, I don't know. Did you pack it? Nah. And then she goes, takes the bag, and I'm just chilling there. And she comes back, she's like, okay, go home. I was like, all right. And then they take me to like the special room. They stamp my thing, cause I was going through immigration.
Yeah.
You know that long ass line that you gotta do in immigration? I had to do. I just have to go through like 6 checkpoints of them asking me the same thing. And then when I exit, I see immigration behind me.
Oh shit.
Like, you know how you pass through immigration? I'm like, hey yo, this is kind of fun.
They're escorting you.
Yeah, I'm like, did I pay a VIP ticket or something? I didn't have to go through. And then I get home, they pick me up, and then I'm randomly talking to my mom one time.
The funniest thing happened to me today.
I should like, hey, you remember the time you sent me with that thing? You know they put me like in 8 rooms, right?
She never asked for it.
Huh?
She never asked for it.
What do you mean?
The food.
No, they gave it
They
back.
gave it back to
They
me.
did.
They
Yeah.
probably went back to a room and like punctured it to measure the contents of the thing.
Yeah,
I don't think they were suspecting drugs though.
they were suspecting something else.
No, but
Well, no, it's legal to bring different.
there's some type of fruit that
Yeah,
you can't bring
yeah.
over from those countries. That's what they were like.
So that's
looking
why they were asking him,
Yeah.
"What food
But-
is this? Is it on the
Yeah.
restricted list?"
9/11 kind of made it worse
Yeah.
for
But I
flying.
had already landed. It's not. I'm not.
Like a lot of
The just ask
the,
you to
It's
throw
not like
it
I
away.
forgot to blow up the
Yeah.
plane.
there is.
Come on, Chesco. There's one thing I'm forgetting something.
So
I'm just saying, bro. Like, okay, I'm already on the ground.
Come on, Chesco.
Oh man.
what's crazy is, man, I forgot what I was gonna say now.
Well,
I've had friends that come back from Colombia with like bags of coffee, and usually they're like either multiple bags or they're like the 5-pound bag of coffee. And every single time
They stop.
they stop them, they take it out and they cut it open. Now everything's out, and I think they, I'm guessing they had put it in a bag. So, because now they're like, well, fuck, what am I gonna do? So they put it in another bag.
There is a. Well, getting back to a serious topic. There's a book. It's called The Founder,
Founder.
or not Founder. What is life worth? It's so after 9/11 they
how
had
much
to,
was it?
Just listen. They had
Okay, this is serious stuff.
Let's just skip to the end of the book and tell me how much it's worth. bro.
no. He was a lawyer that had to
Oh.
go
Who's
and
he?
The
I can't
founder,
remember his
bro.
name.
No, this is what life's worth, or what is life's worth?
The founder.
It's called Worth or something like that. But anyway, it's the lawyer. He had to go to these victims' families and decide who gets from these foundations,
From the foundations.
from the 9/11 foundations. Because if they didn't sign the resolution, air traffic or traveling would look a lot different than what it does now. Because a lot of the airlines could have went under, and it would have been bad for the economy.
I don't think that was ever gonna happen. Like, how were you gonna travel to like
It was close.
to Panama? Swim?
No, what I'm saying is, like, you wouldn't have American Airlines.
So what airlines would we have?
United?
A lot of they were United flights.
Oh, but we would have airlines. We would just wouldn't.
We
have
would
our
have
own.
airlines.
Okay.
It would just look a lot different.
And a lot less suspenseful. Talking about a serious topic too. So today I saw like the police academy people, the one that are going to be cops,
Yeah.
and I saw them training. They were at a soccer field next to where I was working at the time. Today, and I saw them doing their training. They're from the police academy, and like looking at that, like criminals have a bright future. Like
They're probably at the beginning
yeah,
stages.
criminals
of
are
it.
gonna be fine in the next couple of years or two. They're like
Probably at the beginning
they're like
stages
an
of their
ascending
training.
team. Like, cause they sucked, man. The cops, those cops suck. If any of them become cops, like I'll consider a new profession. Like I don't know, it's just they were like dragging people. Like you gotta drag them across.
Yeah.
Like if that person just has to drag you, I would just say die. It would probably be like easier. Cause and like if I'm shot and he's dragging me, I'll consider like you know what? Let me drag you. Like, it was terrible, bro. And then they gave him this vest, like I guess it's a pound vest. And you ever seen like a competition show where you gotta row?
Yeah.
Roll.
Like they put you in a little canoe or a little boat or whatever,
Yeah.
and you gotta row, and then you row, and you go nowhere.
Yeah.
That's kind of how he looked with the vest. Like he was
Jesus.
running, but like in place. You know?
It's like the cartoon.
Like out
where
of shape?
They're running. And
Huh?
Like out of shape. Like
I don't think they looked out of shape, to be honest with you. Just kind of looked weak. It was like one day they were like, okay, life ain't going great. What should I do?
Is it the way of that you perceived it? Like how close were you to this?
You want like inches?
100 yards.
Because the farther you are, it looks like they're running slow, but
It
they're
was
not.
supposed to exercise. They had to run in place.
Yeah.
But he was doing it bad because he was moving a little bit. He was doing
I'm
that
just
wrong
saying. That's why I asked how far you were, because sometimes from afar, it may look like you're running fucking slow.
too. You mean like when I'm in a boat and I'm leaving
No.
the boat and the person looks smaller and smaller?
No. That's not.
It wasn't that far.
I got you.
Like I get what you mean.
Like 50 yards, 100 yards.
Yeah. How far
30
were you
yards.
from the?
Like 2 football fields.
No. I exactly know how much of a soccer field it was.
How many?
Like
how much was
a quarter of a soccer field.
Oh, so 25 yards.
Yeah, you were close.
Yeah, I was close.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Why did it take so long?
I told you I saw it perfectly fine. I got a question for the room. I'm gonna go one by one. Isaiah,
Yeah.
it just as a generality, who do you think? Do you think men know women better or women know men better?
Ooh.
Men know women better.
Men know women better? What do you think?
Yeah, I think men know women better.
What do you think?
I'd have to say the same.
We all agree because women don't know shit. Look, listen to this. Look, this is the dumbest thing I heard in my life.
But before you say that, I think men know women better because sometimes men are willing to admit that we just don't understand women.
I understand women fine. They're dumb.
I still stand by what I say.
Look, I'll give you proof. Tell me this is not the worst thing you heard in life.
When a guy goes silent, it's his loudest cry. When a guy is happy, he won't shut up. But when he's sad, he won't say a thing. Men use silence to express pain. When a guy goes
That is true sometimes.
That is not true. Leave me alone. If I'm not talking, it's just because I don't want to talk. I'm not sad. I could be happy as hell and I'm not talking. Like,
Well, this is true.
like so, she is wrong. Like no, when you're not talking, are you sad? Well, then Isaiah is never happy.
But I don't think that's what she was trying to say.
Yeah, you're taking it
That's
out
what
of
she said.
context.
Okay,
No,
so
no,
we're
no,
back to
okay.
the Trump situation.
What?
See, I respect women enough to listen to what y'all say, and
Not the context.
and
in
not
which it's said.
interpret and
Yeah,
try to.
So not the context in which it's
But
said.
that's just one little clip.
What do you mean?
What?
She almost
was
cried saying it. She meant that.
Here, play it again.
Look, she meant that. Like I listened to it like 3 times. Saying, look, she may have a point because she seemed very sincere, but like.
When a guy goes silent, it's his loudest cry. When a guy is happy, he won't shut up. But when he's sad, he won't say a thing. Men use silence to express pain.
And a lot of men do. I will agree with that. A lot of men do use silence because of society and the
Am I
way
lying, Bree?
you
Please
might
help me
be.
out here.
You might be.
Like
No.
when I'm in pain, I say ow.
But okay.
We're talking about mental pain, though.
Like without me.
It's a different kind of.
Yeah, well, this is psychological pain. This is like emotional pain. I correct me if I'm wrong. Do you not understood that from the statement that was made? No, so I am wrong. I expected you to understand that.
Okay, I get it.
Okay.
Now my thing is when I'm out. Look, I don't understand. For example,
If your heart hurts, whenever it does, if it ever hurts, you're a thug. It doesn't hurt. Whenever you are sad,
You don't want to talk
the
about
rare
it.
amount of times that you are sad, do you say ow?
yeah. Okay, no, but look, I've been with Luis on a couple. Like I don't know why Luis doesn't like to go out with us in groups, but like he's gone on vacation with me a couple times, and he can attest. I'll sit across the table from him, not say a word, and I am having the time of my life on my vacation. And when I am silent, I am not crying out for anybody. Actually, I am. And the cry out says, "Hey, please stay over there." That's what the crying out is saying. Like when you're quiet, are you in pain?
No.
When you're quiet, are you in pain?
No,
When they're quiet, they're in pain.
I agree with the literal
Always?
statement that you are making. In the literality, whenever I am silent, I'm just being silent. I'm just not saying anything.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean I'm in
But
pain.
some people get to a point where they're just done talking or they don't want. Men as a whole in society, we were never trained to show our
Verbalize,
emotions or anything like that. And that's
look.
that's where that comes from.
Look, in the literality of this statement, you are not wrong.
That can't be a word, right?
Literality, yeah, it is. Look it up.
It can't be a word.
It's not.
Literality.
There's no way that's a word.
That's
Literally is a word.
Yeah, that's a word, but he didn't say that.
Oh, it is.
Bam.
It's a noun.
Literality is a word?
The quality or state of being literal or a literal meaning or interpretation.
That's crazy. That's a dumbass word.
So in that, I would say that you are right. Like whenever, look, I'm at my desk for 8 hours a day, usually not saying anything to anybody. I'm not in pain. I'm just working. So in that literal segment, no. Yes, you're right. But in the metaphorical statement in which he said it, which we agree that it's emotional pain, it's talking about the guys do not express their emotional pains verbally or at all. Do you agree with that or do you disagree with
No,
that?
I don't agree with that at all.
So you do express your emotional pains verbally,
I emotion it the right way.
which is
Like hold it in until it kills you.
so you don't say anything.
That's
So you don't
how
say anything.
That's exactly
So
what
you don't
she's
say
saying.
anything.
Yeah, of course I don't say
Okay,
anything.
and
But
that's
I'm
what-
not crying out. Is what I
No,
mean.
no, no. I disagree with that part. I don't think
Yeah.
we're crying out for help or we want help or we want your attention. No, that's just a way that we cope with things, right? We just internalize
Yeah,
our
but she didn't
emotions.
say cope with things. She said when the guy is silent, it's his loudest cry. When the guy is not speaking,
There-
Okay.
why are you interpreting for her? Like she didn't say any of that.
we have to take the
We-
context in which it is said.
Between the lines.
I'm taking. Did she? Should I play it again? Did I
No,
hear it wrong?
that has nothing-
Did I hear it wrong? It has a hell of a song behind it. But like, did I hear it wrong? Like, no, she said what she said, right? Yeah. Like, look, kids.
Have you ever had psychological issues?
Do you understand
Every
that
time.
there's a difference? Right, okay.
Huh?
I want to hear what his comments are on the literal statement and on the metaphorical statement.
No, I understand like that what she said was kind of wrong, but like also I don't express my emotions.
Is that you shouldn't. You're the right type of man. Look, we have to die around. I think honestly,
60's the
if
age.
you're 90, I don't think you work hard enough in life.
90 years old?
Yeah,
That's not true. I don't believe
Wait,
that.
say it again. If you were 90, you'd never
Didn't work hard
I don't
enough.
think you worked hard enough.
Oh, because
in
you
life.
should have died earlier
Yeah,
from like overwork.
from everything, from emotional damage, from
So you're telling me I'm gonna die young?
what's young.
Mm,
I don't think you should die at 50 or 60 or something.
that's what I was
But
gonna
I
ask.
think 80, 85-ish.
Okay.
Like,
The life expectancy of a male, I believe, is 72 years old.
Yeah.
see, that seems right
That's
to
that's
me.
legit.
But that doesn't. But I think that's still too old.
I heard a joke or a statement that said, this guy, this old guy, said, probably in his 70s, and said the life expectancy of a guy, of a male, is 72 years old. The life expectancy of a female is 86 years old. If I get a gender surgery, does that mean I'm going to live longer?
It does, though.
You think so?
No, it's a fact.
I don't know about that.
Yes, because
So if I want to live longer,
no, it's this simple.
and this old dude,
Oh, wait. I want to
this
hear
old dude
this.
ended it with YOLO.
No, but it's a fact.
I want to hear your.
Okay, if a guy breaks into your house, who has to go check who broke into your house?
Oh no, that's not what he's saying.
Man,
That's not what he's saying.
That's how you die, bruh.
No. He's saying
That's how it happens, Luis. That's how they have a higher life expectancy.
no. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what the guy said. He said you would have a gender surgery to become a female.
Yes.
Do you last until you're 86?
Yes, you do. If you
I mean,
become
I
an
know what
actual
he's saying.
female.
I know what
Yes.
he's saying.
At a young age.
Whenever.
So I'm talking about 7'2". I'm gonna die tomorrow because of old age. I get gender reconstruction surgery
But you
for
have
girls.
to become an actual female. That means you have to act as a female. You have to have a husband.
Yeah.
Why? Because,
Wait, at that age you can be widow.
but again, the reason they live into their 82 is because if you're with your girl and somebody breaks in, who has to go?
No, I agree with that.
If you're in the damn Titanic,
Shut the fuck up.
am I wrong? Who gets to leave?
The girls.
The women and kids.
Yeah, women and
Right?
children first.
Now, if you get a gender reconstruction, you get to leave.
Yeah.
If you are at home and you hear noise, guess who doesn't have to go check anymore?
You.
Exactly. You see, is it not making sense?
It's made sense to me
Thank
the
you.
entire time.
Yes, and so tell your old friend, yes, he will live longer because we have to
YOLO.
we have to do. And look, and I'm fine with that. That's something that I accept. That unfortunately, that is my role if I ever decide to be in a relationship. What I would do not accept is nonsense and stupidity. That's what I don't accept. I do accept I do not.
I'm stressed out.
Yeah, exactly. I don't accept. Hey, I'm stressed out, so I'm crying. Man, shut up. I don't care. Like, if somebody breaks in, I have to go in and handle that stupid thing, and you get to keep whatever I worked for the last 15 years. I can live with that. What I can't live with that is you being annoying when I'm doing that. Okay, that's what I can't deal with.
Back to the whole hurt.
Okay. Another thing that I'm not gonna deal with is spending 70% of my time with you.
Oh
I don't
my
want to do
gosh.
that. Understand? So I'm not doing that either.
So my wife watched that, or I told her to watch
She agreed
it.
with me, huh?
No, she did not.
Oh man.
I don't think
Rarely-
any female
rare, yeah.
will agree with you.
That's why they get to live to 82. There's no way anybody
I know
thinks
better than to listen to you.
there's no way anybody thinks I'm wrong when it comes to that, man. There's not. It makes total sense. And then everybody tells me, you know what? I'm independent. I'm independent. I'm independent. Shut up. You're not independent.
I do everything for you.
Yeah.
I saw a video of a girl saying, "I don't need no man to help me with my car."
Oh, I saw
and
that.
the guy said, "So what do you do if your car breaks down?" "I take it to a mechanic." What do you think the mechanic is?
I saw something like that, but she was pouring oil in her radiator.
Oh,
Oh, is that wrong?
Yeah, obviously.
What do you pour in the radiator?
Coolant, not oil.
Did you know this?
I know you put something into your radio.
Oh, I knew that too.
I'm just a lot of.
I don't know what.
Chester was just putting oil on everything.
I'm not gonna lie. One time, I come from the life, like, I think as a man, you should never read instructions. I'd rather break the thing than read the instructions. That's just how I live.
I don't like to waste money.
I like pride is the number one thing in my life. Okay? So one time my car was messed up. And I was so frustrated that I couldn't fix it because obviously I know nothing about cars. The only thing I know how to car is to turn them on and drive them. And I just put water all over that thing. Hopefully that worked or make some type of spark.
Was it overheating, or what was it
I
doing?
can't tell you, man. And then genius thing. Get State Farm. They'll come and tow it wherever you want to go.
Bullshit.
That's what I do. I pay State Farm every time.
I hate State Farm.
All right, hey, the car stopped working. All right, State Farm, come pick this. Oh, you remember one time I had to leave it on the freeway?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I left that thing on the freeway. I'm like, I called them. I was like, yo, I'm gonna be a little late. And they were like, what you gonna do? I'm gonna leave that thing here. Hopefully it's there when I get back. And I called
Don't they
State
tow
Farm.
it?
Yeah, I called State
In
Farm. We're
Houston?
like, hey, tow it to my mechanic. Uber, take me home. Take me to where I gotta go.
See, I used to work on my own cars because I had the certifications before I got injured.
Okay. Now you realize it's all a waste of time?
It's not. I used to enjoy working on cars.
Oh, okay. Meditation then. Hey, y'all wanna play soccer? You down?
I can't play fucking soccer.
Trust me, there's some people that can play.
You could be going.
You'll be better than, especially with the cane. Just hit people. Yeah. You down to play soccer on Friday?
I don't think I can. I haven't decided the reason why yet, but I don't think I can.
Why are you asking this?
Let's see if y'all want to go play soccer on Friday.
With who?
I'll be there. So with me. David goes sometimes. David's still pretty good.
Is it indoor or outdoor?
We can actually choose. We got options.
Interesting.
Right now the weather's getting good. So
Starting to
Why
cool
not?
off a
Weather's
little bit.
perfect.
so outside
We're
will
in
make sense.
fall at the moment. We have fall for 2 days and then it gets hot again.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please follow our TikTok. Follow our Instagram. Please go watch the Suplex
Suplex
Society. Please go watch the Rec Combat. Please follow Suplex Society on what? TikTok and
TikTok, Spotify, YouTube, all of it.
Spotify?
Yeah.
You can listen to it. You like wrestling podcasts?
Hey, are we ever gonna do Rat Crew Eats?
I want to do it on Sunday if you're down.
Oh, that works.
I'm down.
I think on Sunday we'll do the post thing, and then we'll go and we'll do a recruit.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Peace.